All right, first up here, they want the degree, monomial, binomial, or trinomial, and leading coefficient. So first of all, I see that this has 3 terms, so that's going to be a trinomial. And then the degree is always the greatest exponent here, so I see that that is right there as a 6. And then the leading coefficient is really the number in front of that biggest exponent, which in this case is kind of invisible there. It's a -1. They call that the leading coefficient because technically this should be written in standard form, which is the biggest power first. And so you can see then that the -1 is the number out front. It's leading. All right, next up here, we want to find each product. So for these, we're going to multiply them together. You can either FOIL or use the box here. So I'll go ahead and use the box on this one. So I got 8x plus 3 on one side, 8x minus 3 on the other side. Doesn't matter which one goes where. Now I'll multiply to fill it out. So then this one is 64x squared. So we multiply the coefficients, the big numbers, and add the exponents. This will be 24x. This will be -24x. And then this will be -9. I see that these two boxes kind of cancel out here, or not kind of, they do. 24x minus 24x is to 0. It's gone. And so then my answer is just 64x squared minus 9. All right, next one here, I got 2m minus 5 squared. What this always means is that I need to write this twice. And then I'm going to FOIL it. So I'll go ahead and I'll do the box again. If you want to do FOIL, that's fine. And so this comes out to 4m squared, and then minus 10m, and then minus 10m, and positive 25. Now in this case, these two do not cancel out. Instead, they actually combine to make -20m. Now I should have put my 4m squared first, so I'll go ahead and do that now. And then I got -20m in the middle, and then I have a plus 25 out back. So I just have to combine those like terms in the middle in this case. All right, next up here, we're going to multiply some radicals. So we always multiply outside times outside is outside. So that'll be 42. And then inside times inside is going to go inside. But I kind of just show it separately here like this because I'm going to break these down anyway in a minute. So now I'm going to break them down. So I got 4 and 3, and that's 2 and 2. Obviously, the 7 just breaks down as a 7. It doesn't really break down at all. And then for my k's, I'll break them down all together. So I have 5 of them. Okay, so now I'm going to look for twins. So it looks like I have twin 2s. So they're going to go outside of the house. And then I have twin k's and then twin k's again. So they'll go outside as well. I do need to remember that this 42 is already outside, so that's going to multiply there. And then who's left in the house? Well, I had a loner 3 and a loner 7 there. That did not break down any further. I'm not going to count the 4 because I broke that one down. And then I have 1k over here. So now we'll multiply this together. 42 times 2 is 84, and then k times k is k squared times the square root of 21k. All right, next up here, we're gonna rationalize the denominator here, get the radical out of the denominator. However, we should always reduce the radicals first if we can. So this will actually be 3 rad 4 over 5 rad 5. I'm kind of reducing it by rad 2. All right, and then I notice up here that the square root of 4 is just 2, so I'm actually going to switch that there. And so this is actually going to become 6 over 5 rad 5. So any simplifying you can do first is great. Then we're going to multiply by rad 5 over rad 5, and I get 6 rad 5 over 5 times rad 25. Now I know that the square root of 25 is just a regular 5, so I'm going to rewrite this as 6 rad 5 over 25. I can't reduce these numbers because 6 and 25 don't reduce, and I'm not allowed to reduce an inside with an outside, so that is actually my final answer here. All right, next up here, I got this exponent outside of the parentheses, so the first thing I would do is send that in. Now I need to remind myself that this 2 has an exponent of 1, so that's going to become 2 to the 5th, and then it'll be I'm going to multiply all these exponents. Okay, and okay. All right, next step is I'm going to move all my negative exponents. So everybody with a negative exponent gets moved. Everybody with a positive exponent stays put. And when you do move the exponents, they become positive. So this b to the 20th is going to move the bottom and become positive. The a to the negative 5th is going to move to the top and become positive. So I see I don't have any battles going on here. I just have a bunch of a's up top. They're going to combine forces, which means they're going to add. So that would be 45 plus 5 is 50. The b to the 20th is going to stay on bottom. And now I just have to do 2 to the 5th, which is this. So I just kind of do this piece by piece. So that's 4 times 2. And so that would be 16 times 2, which is 32. So that'll be 32 a to the 50th over b to the 20th. All right, next up here, 18 is just distributing. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to send it in. Remember, the big numbers are going to multiply, so that's really 1 times 6, and then the exponents are going to add. All right, it's the same idea here. The big numbers are going to multiply, and then the exponents are going to add. And then over here, the big numbers are going to multiply, and then there's really nothing to add to v squared, so it's just going to stay v squared, and that's it. All right, these ones we need to simplify by distributing and combining like terms. So here it'll be 8x squared minus, and then this is really a 1, so 4 times 1 is 4, and then I add those exponents. And then over here, I need to distribute a negative, I'm going to think of that as a negative 1x squared. So then that's going to multiply by x squared and make negative x to the 4th, negative 1x to the 4th. This will make negative 6 if I multiply the coefficients, and then add the exponents would be x to the 3rd. And then negative 5x squared. So now I'm going to combine like terms. I always do this in order. So I have negative 4x to the 4th right there, and then negative 1x to the 4th right there. So that's going to make negative 5x to the 4th. Next up, I have negative 6x to the 3rd, has nothing to combine with, so that's fine. And then I have 8x squared and negative 5x squared will combine to make positive 3x squared. Remember, combining like terms is adding. We don't change the exponents, we just change the coefficients. Add them or subtract them. All right, now we got some equations here we need to simplify and then solve. So when I simplify over here, I get 5m plus 30 when I distribute. On the right side, I get 5m minus 40 plus 2. The 2 did not get distributed, but I still need it. And then I'm going to simplify this right side, so 5m minus 38, and then 5m plus 30. And, okay, now I want to get all of my variables to one side, so I'm going to subtract 5m from both sides. Now in this case, everything actually cancels. This is actually kind of a special case that usually doesn't happen. But I need to look at what's left over. Obviously, what's left over is not true. And what this means is no solution. All right, now we're going to multiply these two together. I like to definitely use the box for this to help organize my information. So I'm going to do a binomial here by a trinomial here. All right, so we multiply to fill out the box, which means multiply the coefficients but add the exponents. So that'll be x to the 3rd. And then this will be 64x squared. Same idea, multiply the coefficients, but add the exponents. And then same thing here, 48x, multiply the coefficients and add the exponents. All right, so then down here we get negative 10x squared. Once again, all of these should be negative because I'm multiplying it by negative 5 here. So this will be negative 40x, and then this will be negative 30. Now we're going to combine like terms. So 16x to the 3rd doesn't have a like term. So that's my first part of my answer. These two are going to combine, so I get 54x squared. And then these two will combine. 48 minus 40 is 8x, and then minus 30 has no one to combine with. All right, next up here, and lastly, we got a triple by a triple. So this one I make a 3 by 3 box. So we get 8n squared minus n minus 5, and you can think of that as 1n if you like. And then here I got 5n squared minus 6n minus 1. I could have switched those orders. It really doesn't matter. So now I multiply to fill out the box. So I got 40n to the 4th here, multiplying the coefficients and adding the exponents. Negative 5n to the 3rd here, and then negative 25n squared. And then next row will be negative 48n to the 3rd. In the middle here, I'm going to have positive 6n squared, and then positive 30n. And then I have negative 8n to the 2nd power here, positive 1n here, and then positive 5 there. All right, now we'll combine like terms. So 40n to the 4th has no like terms. These two are going to combine, and that's going to give me, let's see, negative 53n to the third. And then these three will combine. They're all n squared. So I have negative 25, I have positive 6, and then I have negative 8. So then these two together are going to make negative 19 minus 8, which will be negative 27. And so that's going to be negative 27n squared. And then these two will combine. Those are both positives, so that'll just be 31n. And then we have to do plus 5 for that lone 5 down there who has no one to combine with.